Welcome to Booklist. In this channel, I make summaries of popular books around the world from various genres and categories. If you like it, please subscribe and also turn on the notification bell because there will be more awesome books that you should know. Booklist this time summarizes a book entitled Smarter, Faster, Better by Charles Duhigg. In this book, Charles explains how to develop productivity so that your life goals can be achieved. This book presents 8 secrets that will change your life from just busy to productive. Before starting, I want to remind you to watch this video until the end so that you can get insights from the summary of this book as a whole. The secret to driving true productivity. True productivity is not just about working more and longer. It is about making certain choices in life in certain ways, so that you are truly productive and not just busy. This book will help you understand the importance of productivity in life and work. And you will learn what productivity means, how to develop productivity to make your big goals achievable. The interesting things you will get from this book include how to generate motivation within yourself, why you need to set goals in a smart way, what is the importance of maintaining and ensuring that you are focused, what is the need for probability in making decisions, and how to keep the creative juices flowing. How to generate motivation in yourself. One of the toughest challenges in life is motivating yourself to move more. Move forward, move up, and move better. Motivation becomes easier when you turn a task into a choice. With choices, you can have a feeling of being in control, and it will make everything you do easier. For example, when you get a letter to attend a meeting at work, and then you know that the meeting is usually boring and long. Of course, the laziness will come, let alone reply to the letter. On the other hand, you have to focus on your family and take care of your children, but you have an obligation to attend the meeting. It's things like this that you should start asking yourself with, why? Like, why do you have to reply to letters? Why do you have to go to meetings? By asking why, you will find out how the task is connected to something important to you. So, when you attend a meeting, it means that you are doing a job, and that job is to provide for your family. Isn't that something very important? Then, how do you make choices so that you can have a feeling of being in control? Maybe you can reply to the letter with, I will come, but I have to leave after 30 minutes. In the first sentence, you find it easier to answer the letters, because it's your opinion and decision. Whereas, the second sentence is something that will put you in control. It's important to make choices that put you in control, because control triggers motivation in you. By doing these things, it will be easier for you to start doing something that is your task or job. Motivation is triggered by making choices that demonstrate to ourselves that we are in control. The specific choice we make matters less than the assertion of control. It's this feeling of self-determination that gets us going. Charles Duhigg. Setting big goals with the smart way. If motivation is not enough to spur you on to achieve your biggest dreams, then an effective way to build productivity is by formulating goals. You can write down your goals, and then determine the amount of work you need to do. Technically, you can start setting goals by thinking of a stretch goal, where the goal contains your big goal. For example, if your goal is to write a book about the stories of successful business people, you can write down a stretch goal. Find business stories that show models of successful business people. Once you have defined your stretch goals, you can break them down into parts and develop them using the SMART method, which is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time. Specific. Find successful business people by researching information that you can find either on the internet or books. Measurable. You can contact these business people every morning until you find the right person for your book. Achievable. Clear your schedule every morning so you can focus And you can also turn off social media or email while you are working on this task. Realistic. Every Monday, spend about an hour of your time researching successful business people and making a phone call list. Classify the business people, then ask them to recommend other business people when you call them. Timed. If you call 4 people per day, that's 16 people. If you haven't found the right story, you can make a new plan. But if you have found the right story, then every Friday you can send it to your editor. The importance of maintaining and ensuring yourself to focus. Maybe you don't realize how many situations in life are similar to those in the cockpit of an airplane. When a pilot does not have a strong mental model, tragedy can occur. By building a strong mental model, it is easier to maintain focus so that a pilot can control the plane even in dire conditions. In another example, if a CEO suddenly wants an opinion from you, of course, your mind will jump for joy. But if you are not careful in expressing your opinion, you will regret what you have said. Such reactive thinking can lead you down a cognitive tunnel that may cost you dearly. So it's important that in any situation, you really think about what you're going to say. For this reason, focus is necessary in building productivity. You need to be able to really control your attention by creating mental models that cement you as in control. You can do this by imagining what will happen. You ask yourself what the obstacles are, how to prevent them, and create the story you expect. Then you can find other people to listen to your theories, dialectic, and get into the habit of forcing yourself to anticipate what will happen next. The key is to force yourself to think so that you can maintain and ensure yourself to stay focused, so that it can help the productivity you want. Make probability your basis when making decisions. After you've worked on stretch goals and SMART goals, have created a mental model to get focused, and know how to improve motivation. But sometimes there are still things that can derail your plans. It could be something small and trivial or something big that derails your productivity plans. This is, of course, inseparable from the decisions you make in the process. Good decisions can be made if you train yourself to think probabilistically. This way of thinking will be very useful when you are faced with something unexpected that will happen to you. An example for a simple daily decision, such as making a decision to have lunch with your wife, the probability is easy. For a potential future, you go to lunch for an hour, return to the office, then happy and relaxed. But for the other future, you have lunch and the time is delayed. Then you spend time discussing family matters, babysitter matters, and when you get back to the office, you're tired and the schedule is off. So when you think of a potential future, you can choose a restaurant near the office to have lunch with your wife, not have the discussion brought up again during lunch, and ask your wife to discuss it when you get home. Thinking probabilistically means that you imagine various possible futures, thinking about the likelihood of success and failure so that you can develop intuition to get closer to reality. Anyone can learn to do this by training themselves to make small predictions every day, which can help you to make better decisions. Imagine the many possible futures. By encouraging yourself to imagine different possibilities, some of which may be contradictory, you are better prepared to make wise decisions. Charles Duhigg. How to keep the creative juices flowing. Historians claim that many of Thomas Alva Edison's inventions were the result of importing ideas from one field of science to another, such as using knowledge of electromagnetic power from the telegraph industry, telephones, phonographs, and other fields of science. It is certainly not new that innovations can be made by combining old ideas in new ways to ignite creativity. Or maybe innovations can be made by mixing new ideas in new ways. You can create conditions where creativity will continue to flow. Sometimes a little shake-up will make you think more, and can make you more creative, as long as the shake-up is in the right dosage. There are 3 things that can help you towards productivity through creativity. First, be sensitive to your own experience by noticing things that make you think and feel. Second, realize that the panic and stress you feel when you're trying to be creative isn't a sign that everything is doomed, because anxiety can often push you to look at new ideas in new ways. Third, remember that the sweet relief of creativity can blind you, preventing you from seeing alternatives that could keep the creative juices flowing. You need to understand that the creative process is indeed a process, something that can be described and explained. That's important, because anyone can be creative and can broker innovation. Because intermediaries only belong to people who give more to a problem and how it has been solved before. So, it's important to learn how to trust yourself so that creativity will flow. Book conclusion. Motivation can be gained by turning a task into a choice so that you feel in control. When motivation is lacking, you can set stretch goals and develop them using the SMART method. Force yourself to think so you can maintain and ensure you stay focused on your productivity goals. Probabilistic thinking will help you make better decisions. It's important to learn how to trust yourself to keep the creative juices flowing, making you more productive.